Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're going to be talking about some of the best characters in Aether Gazer, whose main role is to deal as much damage as possible. Keep in mind, this is only from my perspective. I do have all the characters, but I have not built every single character to a reasonable point. So if you disagree with anything said, let me know down in the comment section. We can talk about it. Also, it would have been very challenging to do this video without some of the resources provided by some amazing players and translators of this game. So shoutouts to the community, Discord, shoutouts to Halois and everyone involved with this amazing spreadsheet. Links to all that information will be down below. With all that said, let's get into the video. Alright, so first things first, we can't talk about DPS characters without mentioning the OG, triple OG, Tsukiyama. I hope I'm saying that right. Tsukiyama was our first limited banner character, and even now, she is still one of the best damage dealers we have, and is highly recommended to reroll for. She's part of the Sakura faction. I think they changed it to the Shino faction now, and uses the lightning element. So she has access to pretty decent teams, which includes awesome characters such as Kotachi and A-Rank Berthandi. Tsukiyama herself has a very fast-paced and opportunistic playstyle, which makes using her actually feel like playing a samurai, looking for the right moment to burst your enemies down. Her third skill is one of the highest scaling attacks in the game that does more damage than some characters' ultimates do. So make sure you don't miss when setting your rotations up for this attack. Hela is our first S-ranked dark damage dealer that offers huge AoE burst damage in the form of her turret mode. She has very slow attacks, but she makes up for that with big AoE damage that can wipe out whole groups of mobs with only a couple shots. Her faction is the Sacred Tree Yggdrasil faction, which fits perfectly for her because the faction bonus actually allows her to set up long strings of cannon shots for bosses. When she enters correction mode with her faction bonus, her resource will be completely refilled, which allows her to get even more shots off and can completely destroy bosses. Being one of the best mobbers and also one of the best characters to burst bosses down, she definitely deserves a spot on this list. Osiris, in my experience, doesn't do as much damage as the other previously stated characters, but it's definitely no pushover. Her damage output is slightly toned back, but her kit offers lifesteal and periods of invulnerability, which makes her very hard to kill and allows her to have an aggressive rushdown playstyle. Her ultimate is a transform ability, which changes and enhances all of her skills and come with a team-wide buff. Although she has a smaller pool of characters to choose from for her teams, her damage buff and one-woman army playstyle makes her a very unique and versatile character to have in a roster, and can pretty much fit on any team and still be viable. Skatey is another very strong character that offers a more defensive playstyle. She's currently one out of 2 characters in the game that has a counter, and also the only character that has both a block and a dodge. She's also one of the few characters that is unable to trigger 0 time space, but that doesn't hold her back in any way, because timing your dodges will still be beneficial for her by triggering her icebreaker mark, which will buff her damage even more. Skatey also has a transform ability, which will allow her to ride a jet ski and shoot missiles at her targets. While some people say this mode is clunky, I personally find it very fun, but depending on the device you use can affect how clunky this mode is or not. The good thing is, this mode is not needed to get the best out of Skatey, because her skill tree can allow you to focus on her charge attack, which makes Skatey a very flexible character in her playstyle. And now we get to talk about Hades. Hades is our newest released character, and I feel the community can agree that Hades is currently the strongest character in the game. All of her skill trees offer very different playstyles, but her strength comes from triggering her partner dance attack, which is a 9-second barrage of fixed damage coming from her puppets. This attack comes with both a crit rate and crit damage buff. It has one of the highest multipliers in the game. If your evasion skill is available, it will slow the enemy's hit, and it's also impossible to miss because it automatically locks on to the enemies around you. Hades is part of the Olympus faction, which gives her easy access to the best support in the game, and their faction bonus, which will help Hades deal more damage. Being a top tier waifu with an easy to learn but hard to master playstyle, Hades is a complete package, and I couldn't recommend her enough. Make sure you pull for Hera, because currently they are the 2 best pairs in the game right now. So that's the end of the list. As I said before, this is my personal opinion, but I do have a lot of experience with the game, so it's not just something that I just threw together. I will be doing a part 2 of this video talking about the best supports in the game, so look out for that one. Again, if you disagree with anything, just leave a comment below. I'm always open for discussion, as I know I don't know everything in the game. But with all that said, it is your pixelated homie. I hope y'all have a great day, and I will catch y'all in the next video.